catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like a...
Coach, it is a gorgeous night in the desert. The roof is open, the stars are out, the good life. And we've got football ahead from State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. This is Pittsburgh. 55. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Work. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
Watch quick.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to throw. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
90 is a mic. I got you. I got you. 90 is a mic. He can't put it right.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Hey, we got 4 down. 4 down. Mike, 55.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. A gain of 3, second down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 55 is my guy. 55. Squeeze. Ricky. Watch out. 25.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
The first down carry here for Johnson. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Set a tone. Look at me. Zipper. Now.
The first carry now. This is Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pretty quiet. Ready?
Now Marino. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 or. Pilot, 64. Weak. Shift. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Look at me. Go. Slam.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. 6-0 our score after 1. got the call here. They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Indeed, they're going for it with Marino. It's complete to Grant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Seam 6. Mike 51. Hit it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Marino. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Quick talk. Hey. Leo. Back. Hey, Foxtrot. Big grip.
From the shotgun, Marino. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hey, Charlie. And watch the leg. 51 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep go. Mike 51.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here we go. Get set. Let's get it. I got you.
Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Over it. My 52. I know he ain't got it. Yo, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
On second and 11 now. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
He's checking. Crash. Echo. Mike 55. Hey, eat. You can't block me. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 50. Coming.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A 3rd down gain of 19.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, it's Johnson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the out. Check 99. Check. Five ball. Hayward. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Completes it to Lee. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Set, cut. 70 ending. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
The tackle made by Eric Rowe.
From the 24, Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you have...
And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing, huh?
On first down, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
I got it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Watch it up.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got 3 down. Check 4. 61. Matchbox. Go.
On the ground, this is Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 7. And the Dolphins first down.
Ready? 70, Indy. 43. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 43. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 43 is the Mike. Double dog. That's the way. 43 is the Mike. Hey, wahoo. Go. 3 bucks. 43 is the Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Yeah. First down, Marino. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
You draw forfeit.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Go.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Check that.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dolphins.
51 the mic, 51 the mic. I got it. Switch.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll throw on first down with Marino. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll run it with Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Let him know. Let him know.
Hey, lock it.
Wall, get wall.
And he's got room. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Hey, hold on. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the safety creep. Switch. 49. Check 49.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 52's the mic, boy, 52. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Zoom. Check that. What, Mike?
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Watch block, motion, block. Slam, 6-6, pull it high. 51's the mic. Come on. 51's the mic, boy, 51. You're out. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Check three.
Look, squeeze. Let's go.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Crunch. Greystone travel.
Kill.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Safety screaming. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Hard. Ready?
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
22 jet bombers.
43's the mic. Get your swerve on. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Gone.
Lucky. 36.
Five.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
We own them. Hey, watch it. Check the backer.
80 weapon.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Mike 51.
Yo, Cheetah.
You got that. Check.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down by
61, matchbox lights.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Under 10, under 8, Sam on.
35-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
You draw corpus. Fair.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bravo.
Marino looks to toss it again. And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given him a lead here in the 4th quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Quick the edge. Come.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 55. Mike.
Now Murray. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
You ready? Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. We got double up. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Kill. Switch it.
The busy night continues for Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Johnson running right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cards, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL